In today's video, I'm going to be talking about the difference between a JPEG versus a RAW image, so stay tuned. Hey, what's up everyone, it's Dennis here, back with another video. If you're new here, my channel is all about drone product reviews and tutorial videos. So if that's something that you're interested in, do subscribe to my channel and turn on that notification button so that you don't miss out on any of my new videos every week. Now that's out of the way, let's get started. One of the main problems with the JPEG images is that they are all compressed. So you only really have limited control on how they're going to look in post-production. So take a look at the JPEG image that I've edited here. So you can see the shadows and highlights already been reduced. However, the foreground looks a little bit unnatural and the sun is a little bit overblown. In comparison to RAW, since there's no information that's compressed in a RAW format, RAW image still retains the details not found in the JPEG format. As you can see, after a couple of adjustments and changes in here, the RAW image looks a little bit more natural and more appealing. That's one of the main difference in there, is the information stored in the RAW format has a lot more information, therefore you can do a lot more editing in post-production as opposed to a JPEG format where there's little or no information left in there, so you're constrained with how you're gonna do this, how you can edit this, in post-production. The next one is white balance. If you have an image with a RAW format, you can easily correct the white balance here in post, especially depending on what the type of light you're shooting. If you didn't set up your white balance correctly, you might end up with a lot of color cast or a tint that gives your image unwanted coloration. After adjusting the color, temperature, and tone of the JPEG file, the image still doesn't look good or doesn't look natural. However, when you use a RAW format to change the white balance, if you adjust it here, you can adjust it clearly and without any reduction in quality. Since RAW files contains unprocessed data, as you can see in this example here, you can easily correct the white balance here without compromising or reducing the quality of your image. Viewing the file format. RAW images cannot be viewed without any special imaging software like Adobe Photoshop or Lightroom on a mobile device or your PC. On the other hand, with JPEG images, almost always your computer or your phone will be able to view the JPEG images easily. Now, if you shoot a RAW photo with your DJI drone, a low resolution JPEG will be saved in your DJI Go app for you to view, even if you do not select the RAW plus JPEG option. However, you won't be able to view the RAW format without using a computer. Viewing files is another difference between RAW and JPEG formats. Next one is file sizes. RAW files are generally 5 times more than the JPEG files. So as you can see an example here, you can see some of the photos are shot with the JPEG and RAW format. So if you're transferring files with a JPEG, it tends to transfer a lot faster because the file size is smaller compared to a RAW format where it's about 3 or 4 times bigger than a JPEG file. This is another difference that you may or may not know, especially if you're flying out there and you're using the time shot mode of your DJI drone. Since RAW files are larger, they take longer to process and save to the SD card. This will affect the shortest interval at which you can take a time shot. Notice the differences in terms of the time shot interval options between JPEG images and RAW images. There's a lot more options in JPEG versus in the RAW, as you can see in here. So which format is better? Well, generally speaking, it really depends on what you want to do. A clear advantage of the JPEG file is that you spend less time in processing and you can spend more time in shooting. Whilst if you're shooting in RAW, you can get as much data as you can. You can definitely do a lot more in post-processing or editing your photos with a RAW file. My suggestion is just select the JPEG plus RAW options so you get the best of both worlds. That's really about it. Thank you so much for watching. If you do have any further questions, feel free to comment down below. And remember, if you enjoyed this video, give it a like, I really appreciate it, and subscribe to my channel for more video. Oh, by the way, do follow me on my other social media accounts, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and more for news, updates, and exclusive content. Well, that's about it. This is Dennis. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.